Welcome back to another episode of Guide to Reads. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that has the power to reshape how you approach your work, your daily life, and ultimately the achievement of your goals. We're talking about discipline hacks, how to stay focused and productive every day. In a world overflowing with distractions, maintaining discipline can feel like trying to hold water in your hand. But here's the key. Discipline isn't about brute willpower. It's about systems, habits, and intentional shifts in behavior that, when combined, lead to remarkable results. Today, we're going to draw wisdom from some incredible books: Atomic Habits, Deep Work, Mindset, and the Power of Habit, to uncover practical, actionable hacks that will help you stay focused, productive, and on track. If you're ready to build the discipline you've always wanted, buckle up. This is going to be good. Let's face it, the word discipline doesn't exactly spark joy. It often evokes images of strict routines and self-denial. But what if I told you there's a more sustainable, even enjoyable path to discipline? In Atomic Habits, I propose a simple yet powerful idea. Focus on small changes, tiny improvements that compound over time. Imagine a plane taking off from Los Angeles. If the pilot adjusts the course by just 3.5 degrees, a seemingly insignificant change, the plane will land in New York. But if they're off by that same 3.5 degrees in the other direction, they'll end up in Washington, D.C. Our habits are like that plane. Tiny changes in our daily routines can have a dramatic impact on where we end up in the long run. The key is to make these changes so small they seem almost effortless. Instead of trying to meditate for an hour, start with 5 minutes. Instead of aiming to write a whole chapter, commit to one paragraph. These small wins, these atomic habits, create a positive feedback loop, building momentum and making it easier to stick with the process. Remember, success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations. In today's hyper-connected world, our attention is constantly under siege. Notifications, emails, and the endless scroll of social media pull us in a million different directions, but amidst this chaos, there's a superpower waiting to be unlocked: deep work. Cal Newport, in his book Deep Work, argues that the ability to focus without distraction is becoming increasingly rare and increasingly valuable. It's the key to producing high-quality work, solving complex problems, and achieving breakthroughs in any field. So how do we cultivate this superpower? It starts with recognizing that deep work is a skill, not an innate talent. Just like any skill, it requires deliberate practice and the right environment. Schedule dedicated blocks of time for deep work and treat them like sacred appointments. Eliminate all distractions, silence your phone, close unnecessary tabs, and create a physical space that signals to your brain it's time to focus. Remember, the ability to concentrate deeply is a muscle that needs to be trained. The more you practice, the stronger it becomes, and the more you'll be able to harness the power of deep work in your own life. To truly understand how to build lasting discipline, we need to decode the science behind habits. In The Power of Habit, Charles Duhigg introduces us to the habit loop, a powerful framework for understanding how habits work. The loop consists of 3 parts: the cue, the routine, and the reward. The cue triggers your brain to initiate a behavior. It could be a time of day, a specific location, or even an emotional state. The routine is the behavior itself, the action you take in response to the cue. And finally, the reward is the satisfying feeling you get from performing the routine, which reinforces the habit loop. Let's say you want to build the habit of reading every morning. You could set a cue, like placing a book on your nightstand. The routine would be reading for 20 minutes after you wake up, and the reward could be enjoying a cup of coffee while you read. By understanding the habit loop, we can consciously design our environment and routines to make it easier to stick to good habits and break bad ones. We can identify our cues, optimize our routines, and reinforce our desired behaviors with meaningful rewards. One of the biggest enemies of discipline is the feeling of being overwhelmed. When we have a million things on our to-do list, it's easy to feel paralyzed and procrastinate. That's where time blocking comes in. Time blocking is a simple yet effective technique that involves allocating specific time slots for tasks throughout the day. Instead of having a vague idea of what you need to do, you create a visual schedule, blocking out time for work, errands, social activities, and even relaxation. The key to effective time blocking is to be realistic and specific. Don't try to cram too much into one day. Prioritize your tasks based on importance and urgency, and be flexible enough to adjust your schedule as needed. When you time block, you're essentially making a commitment to yourself. You're saying, this is what I'm going to focus on during this specific time. This creates a sense of structure and accountability, making it easier to stay disciplined and avoid distractions. We all know that feeling of starting a new project with a burst of enthusiasm, only to see our motivation dwindle as days turn into weeks. That's why accountability and progress tracking are crucial for maintaining discipline over the long haul. Accountability can come in many forms. You can find an accountability partner, join a group with similar goals, or even share your intentions publicly. The key is to have someone or something holding you responsible for your actions. Tracking your progress is equally important. It allows you to see how far you've come, identify areas for improvement, and celebrate your wins along the way. It could be as simple as using a habit tracker, keeping a journal, or using a productivity app. Remember, what gets measured gets managed. By tracking your progress and having a system of accountability, you're more likely to stay motivated, stay on track, and achieve the results you desire. Discipline isn't just about mental fortitude, it's also about physical and mental energy. When we're tired, stressed, or burnt out, it's much harder to stay focused and resist temptations. Think of your energy levels like a battery. Throughout the day, your battery drains as you work, make decisions, and navigate challenges. To maintain discipline, it's crucial to recharge your battery regularly. This means prioritizing sleep, eating nourishing foods, staying hydrated, and incorporating movement into your day. It also means taking breaks when you need them, disconnecting from technology regularly, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's essential for sustainable discipline. By taking care of your physical and mental well-being, you're giving yourself the best chance to show up as your best, most focused self. Our beliefs about ourselves play a powerful role in shaping our behavior. In her book, Mindset: The New Psychology of Success, Carol Dweck introduces the concept of growth mindset versus fixed mindset. Individuals with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities and intelligence are predetermined and unchangeable. They shy away from challenges, give up easily, and see effort as a sign of weakness. On the other hand, individuals with a growth mindset believe that their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. They embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and see effort as the path to mastery. Cultivating a growth mindset is essential for building lasting discipline. It allows you to see setbacks as opportunities for learning, to embrace the process of growth, and to believe in your ability to improve over time. Remember, discipline isn't about being perfect, it's about showing up consistently, even when it's hard. By adopting a growth mindset, you're empowering yourself to become the best version of yourself, one small step at a time. And there you have it. 7 discipline hacks to help you stay focused and productive every day. From starting small with atomic habits to mastering deep work and cultivating a growth mindset, these strategies are your roadmap to building the discipline you need to achieve your goals. It's important to understand that discipline isn't something you're born with, it's a skill that can be developed. As I wrote in Atomic Habits, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Guide to Reads on YouTube and share it with someone who loves books as much as you do. Until our next meeting, I encourage you to continue reading, growing, and remember that small changes lead to significant results. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.